Well, good afternoon. Yes, it's good afternoon. It's always different for me when I do like happy hour shows and evening shows because I want to say good morning and someone always calls me on it and says, "No, Monica, it's the afternoon. It is 12 o'clock and we are live in the city in the SoHa area. We promised you that in 2 weeks from our broadcast at Espresso Yourself Coffee and Cafe that we were going to return to this Sister's Sandwich Shop. I cannot wait to walk you around, show you this adorable place that opened up almost 3 years ago. In April, it will be 3 years that these two beautiful human beings had a dream and a vision to not only have the coffee shop, but to go into the next door space and open up a really awesome sandwich shop. So there are people coming in. Maybe you can dine in with us, or if you don't have a ton of time, how about you place your order, say hi, grab your sandwich, and get on your way. It's really going to blow your mind just how wonderful the sandwiches are. So I was asking what some of the favorites are, and you'll see it in the description. Au jus. Do you like a nice French au jus? You can have a Bacon Me Crazy. I love the fun names that they have. Bacon Me Crazy. They have a Celine Dijon. Don't Be Basic. Now I'm told some of the fan favorites, Gabagool, and I'm not even a member. We'll get the background on how they came up with the names of these fun sandwiches. They've got stuff for the kiddos. The special for the today is a tuna melt and then some soup options as well. Where are we located? Well, we are at 5353 Devonshire, right at the corner of Devonshire and Macklin. So it's called the SoHa area. We're going to be here for the next hour. We're going to sit down and we're going to visit with the sisters, Jules Karagiannis and Tracy Calabro. We visited with them. If you missed it, it was a couple of weeks ago. We showed the coffee side, and I loved having all of you come in and join us for the breakfast version. We have our whole team out here. Hannah's here with me. Michelle's here with me. My hubby's here. You can come by and see Jim as well. We do have our merchandise. Let me show you some of it. I'm wearing the Kelly green, but we've got the shirts out here. So we've got the V-neck women's shirts in purple, in red. Somebody asked me this morning, come on, Monica, do you have red? Yes, we have red for you. Cardinal red. We've got purple, green, red, and we have blue. We've got long sleeve shirts as well. Those actually say MA Sport on them. We've got jackets for men and women, and we've got journals, both the embossed journals and the Tree of Life journals. Nice little blush rosé, gorgeous red. We've got the Know Your Value embossed blue. So if you want to come on out and purchase through merchandise in person, save on your shipping, you can do that. We'll be here, as I said, for about the next hour or so at Sister Sandwich Shop. So some news you can use. Today is National Margarita Day. All right. Thank you, Michelle, for letting me know that. So go out and maybe for afternoon or dinner, maybe you head out to a nice Mexican restaurant. There's some great ones in the city, by the way. One of my favorites is right down the street at Pueblo Solis. Go and say hi to our friends that's for happy hour or dinner and tell them you want to come in for a margarita. So National Margarita Day. Also, I know a lot of you may have been affected this morning by the outage. Now, it affected about 79,000 people at about 2:30 this morning from the AT&T standpoint. But it was also Verizon. It was also T-Mobile, and there might be some other carriers. I wouldn't have known until somebody actually called me about an hour and a half ago and said, were you affected? We had a Zoom call. I wasn't affected at all. But what about all of you? Were you affected by it? Were you working? Some people said they were working and then everything just shut down. They don't know a cause yet. Some people are saying a solar flare. I don't know. We do have a solar eclipse, by the way, coming up on April 8th. So they'll look into that from the investigation standpoint. But yeah, that was the big news. And it affected 911 calls. People were trying to figure out, well, how do we report an emergency? They were saying try to text because text maybe wasn't affected by that. But just want to let you know that they are working on it. And from 2:30 this morning until now, it's gotten better. It's declining as far as the numbers of people that are affected by it. But yeah, tens of thousands of people, which was pretty rough. So February 22nd, I want to say happy birthday to my father in heaven. He would have been 88 years old today. So Miles, this broadcast is for you. We're going to have a sandwich for you. I know he was a big Muffaletta fan, so I don't know if they can maybe make a custom sandwich, a Miles sandwich. I'm going to put Tracy on that. See if she can do that. Can you do a Muffaletta sandwich? Maybe. No, she says no. I just thought of it. He was a big fan of that. But, I tell you what, just the stories about my dad. I remember him going to Massachusetts and coming back home before anybody knew what a sub sandwich was. And he was talking about wanting to open his own sandwich shop. And so that's why I think it's kind of ironic that today was the day that we chose, because this is what my dad's dream was. But guess what? He never followed his dream like these two beautiful women did. So we'll also talk about the entrepreneurial spirit. We'll talk about the passion to make that leap and to do it, to just go go for it. Is it easy? No. But that stick-to-itiveness that Tracy and Jules had is what we love. So we're going to talk about it, and we're going to celebrate almost their 3-year anniversary, which I said coming up in April. So again, afternoon show, a special one for you. Good afternoon, Linda and Kyle. Hi, how are you? Michelle, Hannah, myself, and Jim all here. We're going to sit down and we're going to visit and talk about Sister Sandwich Up. I would love to see you. As I said, come on by and dine with us if you can. If you can't, stop by, grab a sandwich for lunch. Why not? You're going to eat anyway. Come on by or send somebody by from your office maybe. Just say hi to us and then be on your way. If you cannot absolutely make it into the city today, please do me a favor and remember this place for your future sandwiches. Sisters Sandwich Shop. Again, 5353 Devonshire Avenue. If you can, come on by. We'll be here for you for the next hour. When we return, we're going to speak with one of the sisters. We're going to kick things off with Tracy Calabro when we return. Envita Health and Wellness, where you can feel your best both inside and out. Envita isn't your typical med spa. They're a multi-specialty medical spa and wellness center serving St. Louis and its surrounding areas. They have ketamine for mental health and pain, IV therapy, medical weight loss, and aesthetics treatments. As board-certified anesthesia providers, Envita can ensure that their advanced treatments are provided safely with minimal to no pain. So let Envita take care of you. Call 314-394-0950 to book an appointment or online envitahealthandwellness.com. We need women to lift women up. Let's do that.
Let's go. Being on Monica's show, it was like one of the best interviews I've ever had.
Monica's very real, and she really cares about people.
She's changing lives.
Changing lives.
I think this is just really what people want to see.
Giving back so much to the community, and I really appreciate it.
Today, Monica was extraordinarily real, not only with me, but with her viewers and her listeners.
Made the interview process like talking to a friend.
How are you doing? Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a few weeks.
Hey. You're close.
Monica. Whoa.
So go out in this world and be anything you want to be. But before you do that, first, be kind. We need women. Welcome back. Yes, we do need women to lift women up. That is one of my biggest sayings for sure. So thrilled to be here with Tracy and Jules again. We've been mentioning that they not only own Espresso Yourself Coffee and Cafe, where we were a couple of weeks ago in the morning, but now we've got a lunchtime show, which is so much fun. I like this. I slept in today.
Yay!
Oh, my glowing because I got sleep. So we want to talk about people taking the leap and having the entrepreneurial spirit. So the two of you we mentioned a couple of weeks ago not only had it to start the coffee house side, but then what was this before?
When we opened Espresso, an antique dealer moved in over on the side of the building at the same time. And then through COVID, she was open, wasn't open, things like that, and ultimately closed. And the space became available. And Jules and I had just several conversations about who moves in. What if we don't like them? What if we don't like them? Well, just be real and honest.
That's and I like that because they would be your neighbors,
right? And then I don't know. So before we opened, there had been a deli in the neighborhood, and they were no longer. And people mentioned to us a number of times, "Oh, the neighborhood needs another deli, another sandwich shop, blah blah blah." So we're like, okay.
Let's do it.
So we called the landlord and we said, we want the space. He said, what?
You what?
Exactly. And so he too gave us, took a leap of faith with us because we were open less than 3 years.
Right.
At Espresso. So, I guess we had proven ourselves enough that he had faith in us that we could do it again. And I was still working my full-time job.
And you just left your full-time job a year?
It's been a year. It was a year in December.
Tracy Calabro again and Jules Karagiannis, the sisters that decided to go ahead and push into the next space. We're going to show you, and we'll walk around here in just a second. But here's some pictures. That is a stunning picture of you, by the way, on the right. Who took that? Do you remember?
That was taken for the Scout Guide.
Oh, yeah. It's such a great... this is
Joan. I can't think of
this,
Joan's
however,
last
is
name.
my favorite.
Thank you.
That one on
That
the
was
left.
last year's Scout Guide.
And look, so we were going to sit and come to you from the couch, but we were sunk down a little bit too much.
Yeah, it's a little low.
We'd be like, we see your heads. If you have not been in here, 5353 Devonshire, right at the corner of Devonshire and Macklin, the outside and the inside shots. We have, again, I mentioned, not only is Michelle here with me, but Hannah's here as well. And I have Hannah. She's going to walk around and showcase as people are coming in. Let's take that live for you. Walking around, here's a little view for you. There we go, of the inside of Sister Sandwich Shop. There it is. I love that big sign. As people are coming in and ordering their favorites, I typed up Tracy and I said, what are some of the favorites? I'm going to ask you guys first, and then we'll talk about what some of the favorites have been for your guest over the last few years. So Hannah, thank you so much. And we'll show the outside as well. Show that patio if we don't lose her, because today is a gorgeous day.
It is.
And I am expecting you to have people out there. Oh, it's going to freeze up on us. So yeah, let's come back to it. So one thing I love is that people bring their doggies.
It's Joan.
Oh, Joan. It's Joan.
Sorry.
She's got to work while we're talking. Let me shout out short order.
Sorry about
I gotcha. Hold on a second. So a lot of people come and sit on the patio, and you are dog friendly outside. You've got water bowls for them.
We do. We put out water bowls. We have dog parking, so you can tie them up while you come in, place
Dog
your order.
parking.
Yes. There's a number of neighborhood dogs that I know their names, and I forget the owners' names, but I know all the dog names. They know, but they know that our back door is often open, so they'll stop, and we keep meat scraps for them.
Aww.
So they know that we've had owners tell me that like we're closed on Monday or Tuesday, or if we're closed in the evening or whatever, and they come and they just sit at my door.
Of course,
I
they
keep
do.
saying I'm going to put a doorbell. So if we are here and it's cold and I don't have it open or something, that they can ring the bell.
The doggies love you because they know
do.
that they can get something good from you.
Yes.
So what are the fan favorite sandwiches first? I asked Jules earlier. Let's see if you say the same thing.
The Don't Be Basic and the I'm Not a Member are our top sellers.
Okay, she mentioned I'm not a member. I'm not even a member.
Mm-hmm.
What is the story behind naming that one? Do you know?
She knows the story.
She said okay. I'm going to ask her later. She said it has to do with the comedian.
Yes, and I don't recall his name, but that was part. I can't have it. I can't have the club. I'm not a member.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not even
something
a member.
like that.
Gabagool, she said, was one of the biggest.
Yes,
That's
that is
from
also very popular.
Sopranos?
Is
that what
I
she
know
was telling
I've
me?
heard it from The Office.
Oh, okay.
Because he said that a lot, and I don't know where it originated. Gabagool is actually just another name for capicola.
Capicola, okay. I was going to ask you what these are.
Is one of the ingredients. It's roast beef, hard salami, capicola, Italian dressing, lettuce, tomato, provolone cheese, pickles, and pepperoncinis.
Pepperoncinis. Now you're calling my name.
Yes.
That's my middle name, actually. Pepperoncini. Monica Pepperoncini Quentin.
Nice.
Gabagool.
And that one is served either hot or cold. That's the only one you can get it either way.
And what's Don't Be Basic?
Think of a basic sandwich as turkey and cheese on sourdough or whatever.
And that's one of the favorites, though, right? Just
but
a
we
simple?
added basil pesto.
Oh.
And we toasted. And
She's
we
giving her
put
secrets
tomato.
away.
Yeah. So that one is actually a hot sandwich, and it is one of our most popular.
So don't be, again, if you're just tuning in, we're talking with Tracy Calabro. Jules Karagiannis will join us in just a bit. Sisters, what's wrong? Are you working?
Yes, I'm working.
She's working back there. I would love for you to come by.
No.
If you have to work, you can work. 5353 Devonshire. You can come by and pick up a sandwich, or you can come in and dine in with us. A beautiful day. So if you can come into the city, I would love that. I love this. Okay. How many of you enjoy My Big Fat Greek Wedding? What you mean you don't eat no meat?
I make you some lamb.
Exactly. One of the best lines ever. They have a sandwich here called You Don't Eat No Meat. So what's on that? Every vegetable you can think of?
It's an everything bagel toasted. And then it's a feta, sun-dried tomato feta fiesta spread, balsamic vinaigrette, feta cheese, and then lettuce, tomato, red onion, yellow pepper, and cucumber.
It smells amazing in here, by the way. So you got to come in.
That would be my house-made ham and bean soup. That's being made right now.
Okay, hold on. We're moving the table. So you have 4 different soups, right? Is that
Currently, yes.
Okay, and so you want to run through those? Even though it's a beautiful day, but hey, we always love soup.
The tomato bisque is year-round because
Okay.
when you have the cheese Louise, which is our grilled cheese, which is either white or wheat with American provolone and bacon with garlic butter, you have to have your tomato bisque to pair with that.
You got to dunk it.
The rest of them we rotate around. Right now we have a broccoli cheddar, a chili, and the ham and bean. All of them are house made. We've had a white chicken chili. We've had a potato. We've had a butternut squash. Chicken and wild rice, a white chicken. Yeah, we just kind of whatever.
Did you hear that? My stomach's growling.
Whatever just strikes us,
Let me show you, by the way. So these that we're showing right now, which one is this? The
one on the left is the Gabagool.
Gabagool, I thought so.
And I believe this is the I'm Not a Member, the one on the far right.
You got a little mixture.
That looks
there.
like
That's
another Gabagool.
Gabagool. Yep.
And I think behind there might the Sister Sammy.
The Sister Sammy.
Fried bologna.
Oh, now you're going back to kids. I mean,
Yep.
I think, right, when you think of bologna or fried bologna, it takes you back to when you were a child.
Absolutely.
I don't think I've had bologna since I was a child, honestly.
You really should have one.
Okay, and the one thing I do like, so some people that don't want a lot of bread, and we're looking at a lot of bread there, but if you do not, and you're like me, I say, can you put that on a wrap?
We do have wraps.
And there's your answer. And you have
pretty much all of the sandwiches can be made as a wrap with the exception of a few of them that just wouldn't do well. But we have 3 different, whole wheat, sun-dried tomato and basil, or spinach wrap.
There you go. So you want to come and get a sandwich, you want to get a wrap, you want to get something for the kiddos as well. What's their favorite?
We have That's My Jam.
Okay.
Which is peanut butter
Peanut
and
butter and
jelly. Or the kids' basic, which is turkey and cheese on either white or wheat. Turkey or ham and cheese.
And you also, we mentioned this a couple of weeks ago on the coffee side, that you're very big on working with other local vendors, local stores, things like that. Mm-hmm. So you have the goat brand chips here.
We do.
You want to talk a little bit about the background? I don't think a lot of people know this.
Formerly known as Billy Goat chips, but now they are the goat brand. Right over here on Chippewa, so very close by. And we just knew we wanted to be local. Yep. And there's not a whole lot of local chip suppliers. We do also we use the old Vienna red hot riplets on that Sister Sammy, so that is also local.
That's a good question for all of you, by the way. We're looking at the comments coming in. How many of you put potato chips on your sandwich? Crunch up your sandwich, and then you have your sandwich be crunchy. Hannah, do you do that?
Only after the pool.
Only after the pool? Yes. I was thought she was going to say only after margaritas. Only after a drink.
Well, so the Sister Sammy came about because Jules and I grew up on fried bologna in barbecue sauce.
Oh,
and we would cook it in the barbecue sauce so it got like caramelized.
Okay.
But then we were talking to Dino, her husband, and he would put chips on his. Mm-hmm. So we're like, okay, what could we do to make a combination? So the red hot riplets are the crunch of the chip, but the hot of the barbecue sauce.
The kick of the barbecue.
That's
yes.
Right.
I love that. Okay. We're going to show you some other things that have to do with Sister Sandwich Shop. But if you've been in here, tell us what your favorites are. Sean, good morning or good afternoon. See, I knew I was going to say good morning. It smells ridiculously good in here. Michelle's behind us moderating, by the way. We'll have her pop up. She said her kid loves fried bologna. See, Ron said good morning too. Everybody's expecting me to be on in the morning. We didn't have a morning show because we were getting ready to have a fun afternoon with you. So those are some of the fan favorites. What's your favorite? Tracy's favorite? This is a hard one, huh?
It is. It kind of depends on what I'm in the mood for, but the au jus shouldn't have.
Au jus shouldn't have. Is that a French dip?
It is.
Okay. Au jus. Who came up with the names, by the way?
Jules' daughter, Eleni. Most of them. We kind of came up with the combinations, what we wanted, and she's just so creative. She did a lot of the names.
Well, of course, when they first opened up, I laughed so hard when I saw Celine Dijon. I'm like, that's my absolute favorite. So that one is chicken salad with a kick. So they've got chicken and mayo and celery and seasoning served on a hoagie, topped with a tangy Dijon mustard. It's a hot sauce base and lettuce as well. So I've had that one. I can tell you that's one of my favorites, and I turned it into a wrap.
From?
Where's the
Bridge Bread?
Yes, Bridge Bread. We love Fred Dumke. He was on our show a couple months back. Yes, what an incredible! If you don't know about that organization, go and look at that or listen to that, because I think Michelle, have we? Well, she's delayed. We'll have to find out if we put that one on our audio podcast yet. He is wonderful. There's another daughter. Wave.
Hi, Mary.
Yes, Mary, say hi. She's shy.
It's Jules' daughter.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of Jules, can we grab her? Or is she busy? She might be busy.
She might be busy. We've only got one person in the kitchen, so Jules and I are tag teaming.
Okay, let's do this. I am going to take a quick break, and then I want to show you their wall, and we're going to incorporate this in some giveaways. Before we do the break, what was the idea behind all these pictures? We're going to show them shortly.
Jules bought all of these from various places, but as she was hanging them, we were just laughing about just memories. We call this the wall of the people who raised us.
Well, the wall? No, that's your tease. Nope.
Okay.
The wall of the people who raised us. What do you think that's all about? We're going to show you when we come back. Again, we are live today at Sisters Sandwich Shop. I would love to see you right at the corner of Devonshire and Macklin. Come on by, dine in with us, or place an order. Just say hi and be on your way. If you can't, I saw somebody say, next time I'm back in St. Louis, I have to stop by there. Yes, you do. 5353 Devonshire in the SoHa area. We'll have more with the sisters when we return. Hi, it's Monica Adams. Thank you so much for following along with The Real Monica Adams Show since we launched back in March. But I wanted to let you know there's so much more that I could do with you, your business, your corporation. Did you know that I'm a motivational speaker all around the world, as well as an MC and an auctioneer? So if you have an event, maybe a nonprofit organization, and you want to book me, just shoot me an email, info@TheRealMonicaAdams.com. Personal training, life coaching, and styling as well. info@TheRealMonicaAdams.com. Think about this. When's the last time you called your doctor at 2 o'clock in the morning and he actually answered? Well, at Innovair Health Advocates, their patients are special. Their doctors, nurse practitioners, their care team care deeply about your health, your family, your work, and even your pet. Their clinicians are accessible and they lead your care in and out of the hospital. In fact, Dr. Charles Willie offers his cell phone number to his patients to ensure they can intervene early in your illness. They can provide care above and beyond, offering lab, x-ray, echocardiogram, and other treatments in their office. Innovair Health Advocates with 5 locations on both sides of the river. Check them out, innovairhealth.com. Welcome back. It's an afternoon special edition show of The Real Monica Adams. And thank you so much, by the way, for tuning in this afternoon. I'd love for you to come by, though. I'd love to share lunch with you. As I mentioned, we're going to be here for at least the next probably 45 minutes. We're at 5353 Devonshire, broadcasting live for you at Sisters Sandwich Shop, which is just adjacent to where we were a couple of weeks ago at Espresso Yourself Coffee and Cafe. Okay, I mentioned that I was going, don't you love our background, by the way? We've got a sandwich behind us. We mentioned we were going to show you the wall of the people who raised us. So let me show you that. I'm going to include Hannah, who is my producer, my field producer, one of our editors. Okay, look, everybody, we're going to get really close to this. Think about all these TV shows. And it's so very true because we used to run home and we would wait. Oh, look at I Love Lucy is on there. I love that one, the Jackson 5. Mr. Rogers, Different Strokes is on there. Buck Rogers, who, again, I mentioned earlier, my husband is a big fan of because I think it looks like him. Oh, there's Alice up top. Let's walk this way. Oh, Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley. Fantasy Island. I'm naming a bunch off, but we're going to hone in on one of them because we want to know if somebody that's watching can actually name the show that this is from. The first person who's able to do that, I am going to give you a Know Your Value t-shirt or journal. I'll give you your choice. So we're going to stay on that one. I do not know this show. Well, I didn't. Michelle actually did some research for us, but what show is this from, folks? The first person who can answer, is this correct? Is it Room 222? Is that correct, Hannah? Wow, Joe, you're good. I did not know that one. Congratulations. All right, Joe, let us know. Would you like a t-shirt or would you like a journal? Congratulations to you. That one was definitely not one that I knew. So there's the girls. Yeah, let's show these. This is our merchandise, by the way. Doesn't it look beautiful? Know Your Value journals in the Tree of Life and the embossed journals. There's the men's jackets. We've got t-shirts, V-necks, and we've got long sleeve. There's the men's jackets, by the way. Joe said I'm old. That's why I can answer that. Yeah. Well, congratulations. I did not know that one. There's some really, really fun ones up there. And somewhere back here, oh, it's way back there, is my absolute favorite show as a kid. And it's the nickname that I have. If you can go back, Hannah, and show Wonder Woman. There she is. That was the show that I love. Linda Carter. She's the best Wonder Woman, by the way. But yeah, congratulations, Joe. We will get you a journal or a shirt. Come here, my friend. Come on and sit down.
That's the one nobody ever guessed.
That's what he just guessed.
Yes, I wanted to be.
Hang on. All right, we'll come back to you. Hi, Mary. Are you leaving us? Okay, she's going to give a hug to her mama. Go ahead. You're not on yet. So yeah, room 222. Oh my gosh, there's welcome back, Kata. Mr. Kata, Mr. Kata, Mr. Kata. So many fun ones. Again, as you can see, let's come back on the screen with you. So if you are just tuning in, we are live this afternoon at Sister Sandwich Shop. Joe, you're so smart. That is the one that I thought was going to take a little while, but yeah, congratulations, having a little fun with us. Jules is going to visit with us, and she was mentioning that that's the one, which is really funny that we picked that one. Jules, have a seat. My friend Jules Karagiannis. Let's see. Corey said, I just want a shirt with Monica Adams Quentin on it. Well, it doesn't say Quentin. It just says know your value, and it has the real Monica Adams logo on it. So we've got green and red and blue and purple, by the way. Joe will get you one. So how funny that out of the entire wall, that's the one Michelle picked. So that's the one people don't normally know?
People don't normally know room 222, and I wanted to be Karen Valentine. She's the second one from the right, and I thought she was beautiful. And then I Dream of Jeannie came out.
Oh, I
wanted to be Barbara Eden.
Of course,
I wanted to be a Jeannie.
You wanted to just do this also.
Yeah. I never had hair long enough to do that.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you said that, because I will watch these dancers now that will go and put their hands on their thighs and they'll flip their hair around, and I'm like, yeah, watch, Jules and I will do it right now. Watch what happens. Did anything even move out of place?
Stuck in my hair or my mouth.
You never know what I'm going to do with this woman. Here, I asked you if you'll do this with me. Okay, hang on. We're going to take our hands off because we keep moving the table.
Okay.
So this is going to remind you of, we won't do what Matthew McConaughey does. You never know what fun things will happen here at Sister Sandwich Shop. Matthew McConaughey is known to do these naked. Have you ever heard about that?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to go Google that.
He was very high, and he played the bongos in his house naked, and I think he got arrested.
We were shopping for equipment for the kitchen, and we were at a resale place, and there's where bongos.
That's where you got it from?
Yes, and I said I want these, and he gave them to me.
Thank you, Corey. Yeah, you can. Well, Corey, you've got to come in here in order for me to sign your journal or get a picture with me. You've got to come to the broadcast. I would love, if you can't come today, we'll let you know some other places it will be. But we wanted to come back here because we had so much fun for the morning broadcast, and I had so many people say, I'm so sorry I couldn't come, but I'm definitely supporting those ladies. That's all I really care about.
Thank you.
And there's a woman who said that as soon as she comes back into St. Louis, she's coming by here because
thank you.
Right? That's what they want. So 3 years, my friend. You're going to celebrate 3 years in April.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the entrepreneurial spirit, because I mentioned it's very ironic that we picked this day to do it, because this is my father's birthday. In heaven. Yes, he would have been 88. Wow. And he wanted to open a sub shop.
No.
That's why I think this is a little eerie. He came back from Massachusetts and he was eating sub sandwiches, and he was like, these are incredible. Uh-huh. I would like to open one, but of course he never pulled the trigger. How many people out there have these wonderful dreams and passions, and the same thing happens? They don't pull the trigger. How did the two of you ever pull the trigger? Not just here, but 2 places. Do you think you're nuts?
We're nuts.
You got to be a little crazy.
Yes. I have done a little of a lot of things.
Yeah.
And this is by far and away the best outside of being married and being a mom to 2 amazing daughters. And he was here early this morning.
Oh, I missed him again.
I live for this. It was just pulling the trigger. I don't think there was a trigger. I think that it just was meant to be. Mm-hmm. And we have so much fun.
You do. And that's, by the way, that's the one thing I hope you all feel when you come in here, is the true connection that these 2 sisters had. And you did mention it a couple of weeks ago. Not everybody could pull this off. You 2 are just blessed with an amazing relationship.
I'm it makes me so happy when I can make her laugh so hard she doubles over. It's like my favorite thing ever.
That's the ab workout everybody needs, right? Yeah. Just laughter.
Yeah, it feels so good. Sometimes when we're stressed out and it's slow, we will sit in the booth over there and play some gin, which was our mom's favorite card game. So for some reason, that always makes us giggle. I don't really know why.
Every day you need to laugh.
Every day.
And multiple times if you can.
If it's not her making me laugh, it's my husband.
You two mentioned when we did the broadcast a couple of weeks ago that you've only had one argument in 5 years.
Well, 2 now.
Oh wait, did one happen since I've been here? What?
I don't even remember what it was about. We both get real silent, and it's very passive aggressive.
Processing.
Exactly.
Meditation.
Yes.
We had our Cultivating a Vision last night, and I taught all of them how to take wherever it's not working and logistically move yourself and do a little breathing and come back, and you won't even remember. Do you watch Ted Lasso?
Oh yeah.
And what did he say? We all need to be more like a goldfish. Be a goldfish because they only have a 10-second memory span. And you wouldn't remember.
I'm not far from a goldfish sometimes.
Obviously, if you don't remember that.
I wouldn't, maybe a little longer than 10 seconds, but I would probably be more like a goldfish than her.
Be a goldfish. I like it, actually. It brings a little bit more peace to you. If you're just tuning in, it's an afternoon special show. We've had a bunch of people pop on. And if you have not been here, I want you to come. So Sisters Sandwich Shop, 5353 Devonshire in the SoHa neighborhood. You can come in the morning and be a part of Espresso yourself, coffee and cafe, and then they open up and you can stay around. Do you have a lot of people that just work here and then kind of pop into both?
Yep.
Lisa Avila said hi, Jules and Monica.
Hi, Lisa. She is here every single morning, and she comes on the weekends. And she has become a very dear friend. We go out socially, and she works at the soccer stadium with us. So now it's Lisa and Tracy and myself and Dino. I mean, there's a lot more people, but we carpool together.
Really?
Yeah.
So how much fun is it for you to not only have your passion here, but be able to have some time because of your hours to be able to do, again, big soccer fan, to be able to work there. You also used to work at the Fox, didn't you?
I did briefly.
Right?
I was a volunteer usher.
Yeah, she's done a lot of things.
A lot of things.
Yeah, but that's fun. That's making you very well-rounded.
Yeah, and also shows that I used to get bored really easily. I'm anything but bored now.
No, if I was hiring, I would go, oh, she's creative.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's a nice way to put it.
Because I was the same way. All right, bored. Move on. So did you get a chance to go to the game against Houston on Tuesday, the CONCACAF game?
We're at every match.
Okay.
It's a match, not a game.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And it's the pitch.
Not the field.
And it's not a jersey, it's a kit.
Correct.
I mean, hold on a second. I played soccer and none of that was spoken out of any of our mouths when I was growing up.
I think it comes from your
that's what somebody asked. So when we were watching Ted Lasso, Jim's like, what? And I said, I wouldn't have known what a kit was. I'll give you the background on this. If it wasn't for our friends at St. Louis City SC, when I was at Channel 5, they reached out and they said, Monica, we want you to debut the kit. Now, Jules, I thought they were going to send me a box.
I believe it.
With a bunch of stuff in it. And I got to my desk the next day. I'm like, there's a jersey on my desk. And I'm reading through. I'm like, well, I don't know where the kit is. And so for the longest time, until about a half hour before I went on the show, I'm like, oh, this is a kit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody, can you give me the background of where in the heck the kit came from and the pitch? All of that. I do believe you're right, though. I think it's your. Hi, come on into the broadcast. It has to be. And then suddenly we just started using it. I'm glad we did because it's fun.
It is
fun.
fun.
But I don't know what the origin of a kit is.
I do not know.
But
maybe I should know that. I also give tours.
Oh, you do?
Like corporate tours and stuff like that. So I had to learn a lot about
soccer.
City Park.
Soccer made in Germany.
No, they don't ask me too many soccer
no,
questions
just about
the stadium.
Well, the stadium, by the way, if you haven't been, is stunning.
Amazing.
Right?
It is state of the art, the best food, the friendliest people.
Yes. And well, the thing I love about them, and we mentioned this when I was in TV, and then I just mentioned it a couple of weeks ago, because now they've added more local restaurants, but all the food inside the stadium is all from local restaurants.
There are some that are.
There are?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought, not fake news.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you watch TV news.
There you go.
Okay, this is real. So there are some that are not local?
Correct.
Okay. But for the most part, but then they've just added some more. You guys need to get in there. Make it happen.
Oh my word!
I'm sorry. Don't make that happen because they'd be really busy. Monica, take it back. Rewind.
It can be on our future vision board.
Okay, let's do a vision board.
Okay.
Which, by the way, something Jules mentioned earlier. For those of you that are wanting to take the leap, follow your passions the way these ladies did. They always say if you make it 3 years, right?
3 to 5.
Okay,
but
3 to 5.
I'm going to go with 3.
Yeah, I like the number 3. And we think about in life, like the Trinity, and so many things always are in 3s. So 3 years, you've made it.
Yep.
And
And we started during the pandemic.
I mean, again, that's some resilience. So on that side, on the coffee house side, it's 5 years. And then this side coming up on 3 years. Is there ever a time, because this is what people need to hear, because a lot of people might be like, I'm giving up. There's times every day where it can be absolutely empty. And does it scare you? Go through fear?
Terrifying.
So how do you get past the fear?
We find something to laugh about. Yeah, it can be very scary. It's not always, I mean, today's been busy.
I love it.
And we're very weather dependent in a neighborhood because this is an area where a lot of people walk their dogs, walk strollers, whatever. And when it's really cold, I don't want to go out.
Yeah.
So,
but people do, well, maybe not this side, but people like to go to coffee houses when it's cold, right? No?
You would think.
Yeah, I would think. No?
Yeah, not necessarily.
Oh, interesting.
It's just, there's off seasons for small business and across the board. There's just off seasons and on seasons.
So what is the best season for this side? Since you've been open for the last almost 3 years.
Spring and fall. I mean, the nice weather, we have a beautiful patio outside.
We were showing that earlier. If you're just tuning in, actually, let me see. Oh, no, I don't have a connection. I don't see you, Hannah, so we'll try to get her connection back. But yeah, we were showing, there it is. We were showing the patio earlier and how beautiful it can be on gorgeous days like today. So we'll let her walk out. It's going to freeze up on us for a second. But there we go. Some people out there, whether they want to be on camera or not.
Yeah.
Oh, it's freezing up on us again. But they've got a nice patio that I want you to come. I'm going to probably have to come away from it. Dang it. Trying to get, well, how about we leave her to the right and maybe when she comes back in. But a lot of people pack that patio on the sandwich side and on the coffee side. I said earlier that you are very dog friendly. So people come and they can be out there with the dogs, or you have dog parking, as Tracy mentioned earlier.
Yeah, we do have dog parking.
And then come in, grab your stuff, and then go back out. I love that about you. We mentioned 2 weeks ago on the coffee house side that you bring in bands and things like that.
We do.
Do you do that on this side also?
Or
have you?
It's kind of like when I do the social media, I'll put it on both social media, Facebook and Instagram. When it's nice out, we have them outside on the patio.
Okay.
So you can sit anywhere.
I like that.
We do have entertainment this Sunday. We're trying something new from 4 to 6. So we've got a group coming to play from 4 to 6.
What kind of music?
I have not heard them.
So this is new.
Yes. They go by Karagiannis.
Oh, good name.
And it's funny because I, like, when it's the March Madness, that's how I pick my basketball teams, by, like, the names.
The names?
Yeah. And same with the horses.
I was just going to say that.
And the
I wanted you to
Derby.
finish, but yes, that's what I do.
Yes. So that he contacted me and I'm like, yeah, let's figure this
do it.
out. So they have a following and
Cattywampus.
yeah, it should
This
be
Sunday.
fun. This Sunday from
4 to 6. Okay, come out for. Do you need your sister? Oh, Cattywampus is coming. We didn't say Tracy. We said Cattywampus, and she answered to that. By the way, that's how they laugh all the time.
Our grandmother used to say that word a lot.
Cattywampus.
Yeah.
Oh, I like
It's
that.
all Karagiannis.
If you're just tuning in, yes, this is. You're not crazy. It's not the morning. We are doing a special afternoon show. We're at Sister's Sandwich Shop. And again, if you didn't hear in the beginning, some of the wonderful sandwiches, and I understand that your daughter made up the names. How creative is she?
Both of them.
As you shouldn't have. As you a French
you
dip.
shouldn't have.
Baking me crazy, Jules.
Yep.
Celine Dijon, that's my favorite name. Cheese Louise, grilled cheese sandwich. Don't Be Basic. Gabagool, which I said I was going to come back to this. You said it was from Sopranos, but you said The Office.
It's on both.
Okay.
But Sopranos
They can share
came
it.
before The Office.
Yeah. So now you got to give me the background on I'm Not Even a Member.
There was a comedian that did a lot of one-liners, and he talked Mitt. Now I forgot his name. Mary told me.
Sorry, Mitt.
Darn it.
It is Mitt, though?
No.
You're not sure?
I want to say Mitch, but Mitch Helberg? Halberg is his last name. I don't remember.
No, okay. But there's a
But
comedian.
anyway, he talked about going into the club or going in somewhere and ordering a club, and then he would follow that up with, and I'm not even a member of the club. So that's where that came from.
All right. So there's a little background, a little education on the names you're going to see. Sister Sammy, You Don't Eat No Meat, which we talked about earlier. That, again, You Don't Eat No Meat and Celine Dijon are probably my favorites, so pass it along. Eleni is the one that did? Or
The You Don't Eat No Meat came from Mary Ann Eleni, because that's from Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Yeah, oh, no. We said it. We actually did. And then she followed it up with, I'll Make You Lamb.
Yeah.
We talked about That's My Jam and a basic for the kiddos. And the thing that I love is what I always ask for, which is, can you make these into a wrap? So if you don't want a lot of the breading, which some people don't, we were showing you some pictures earlier, by the way. Here's a view for you. The Gabagool, is the Gabagool on the left?
Correct.
Okay. And then the Gabagool, and then do you know the other two? Because Tracy was trying to look at these.
I think that is the club on the right.
Okay.
And the background is the Sister Sammy, because it's got the red hot riplets on it.
And we talked about, do you put potato chips or tortilla chips or whatever to do a little crunch? Did you do that when you were a little girl?
I did not.
You
Dino,
didn't?
my husband did. I would take the piece of bologna and I would put 3 slits in it, and I would put it on the pan until it bubbled up, and then I would put barbecue sauce on it until it caramelized. And then you don't toast the bread, just white bread, so then it sticks to the roof of your mouth.
And how old were you when you did this?
Oh, goodness.
Were you little?
Little.
Okay.
I mean, I guess when I was allowed to use the stove.
Oh, okay. So we're looking at some of the pictures inside and out of Sister Sandwich Up, some of the photo shoots that they've had. We were going to sit, as I said, on that couch, but we would have been just like heads, talking heads. You wouldn't have seen us. Did you two do, what is that shoot? I love that picture of Tracy on the left.
The scout guide.
Yeah, it's stunning. You guys have had some really cool pictures done, and just great. We mentioned a couple of weeks ago, they have had wonderful press. Do you like this little sandwich I put behind us? Hold on a second. I'm going to bring this back up. I was trying to find a background. I have a sandwich behind us.
Yes, you can.
A little bit.
What the devil is that?
I think that's a pickle.
Oh, okay.
On the left. And
did we talk about the fact that we do our pickles in-house?
No. Breaking news. Hang on. Let me get the bongos out.
It's not pickles season.
Breaking news.
It's not pickling season right now, or the pickling cucumbers season.
It's not. When is that?
I think you can get them all year, but we want them when they're perfect. We'll start it in the spring.
You're putting a lot of stress on the pickles for them to be perfect.
We're kind of a big deal.
Oh my God.
We have a sticker that says that. I mean.
But I told you I'd bring those bongos into play. Lisa said, I love you girls, because you're laughing with us. Lisa said she did. She said she loves chips on her Sammy. Then they couldn't go to the match. What's that? That must be a comment from, I don't know. We talked about so many things. Does anybody ever wear, let me see if I can bring Hannah back into it. Does anybody ever wear the sandwich costume?
We had a young man named Caden. When he started, he was 15, and we would send him out with the sandwich costume on.
Like a mascot.
Yeah, and he would dance around.
Tracy, please put that on for me. Can you put that on?
Costume.
Oh, she's going to. That is why they laugh so much. Okay, by the way, Hannah is one of our field producers, and she is showcasing the Sister Sandwich Up for you and the sandwich costume. As we're walking around, there's your little welcome sign. Oh, yeah, the Tuna Melt is your special of the day.
Correct.
It was awesome.
Oh, Michelle had the Tuna Melt and 4 different soups. That's what I love about you. And so people might come in and say, oh, but it's a little warm. But it always makes you feel warm inside. And it's like that family feel, right?
Well, we try to do more, there is seasons for soups, too. Like cold weather is more, ham and bean is more cold weather because it's heavier, just like chilies. But the chicken lemon orzo soup is one we do in the spring and summer.
Do you ever do a cold soup like a gazpacho or a watermelon or anything like that?
No, we haven't, but that doesn't mean we can't try.
That's the Monica soup. I want you to name something after me.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, let's come up with something.
Okay.
Because I used to work with Johnny Rabbit when I was in radio, and Johnny's got so many sandwiches and things named after him all around St. Louis. We need something. How about we let all of you pick? It would have to be spicy. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
To the nth degree spicy. By the way, I love the fact that you're big supporters of our first responders.
Yes, we are.
We have, I want to see if I can pull this. Oh no, he's behind us. Yeah, we're going to see him in just a second because the fountain is behind us. And so there's one of our wonderful law enforcement. Okay, hang on. She's coming into the picture.
Here, let me move the couch so you can get me a sandwich.
Look at, here's the mascot.
And I have a.
Nope, that's an olive.
An olive. I have an olive on my head.
I really
Nope,
wish
that's
we
an
had-
olive. There you go.
Make sure you turn around so they can see the back too.
Yeah, the Sammy. We've got Sammy. This is Michelle, by the way. It's not Tracy. It's Michelle. She is the Sammy mascot for the day. Why don't you go out on the patio and get some people to come in here?
Get some people in here?
Yeah, wave and tell them that today is the Tuna Melt special. Have you had anybody ever do that, by the way?
Yes.
Since you've been open? Just sit on the patio and wave people
Actually,
in?
he would run down the street and back.
Oh, okay. So, Michelle, you got to run down the street and back.
We had him hand out.
Okay, well, if
menus.
it's Ted Lasso, you just do whistle,
Yes.
whistle, whistle.
When you were here 2 weeks ago, you didn't know
Stand in the middle of the street and swing traffic with it.
Okay, sorry, Jules, go ahead. What?
you must have gotten far in Ted Lasso since last I saw you.
We're done.
Okay, because you guys did not know who some of the characters were.
Right. We didn't. But we love Roy.
You finished it.
And we are done. Unfortunately, I'm very sad. It ended for
I
me
know.
last night.
I know.
Will there be more?
I heard they're going to do a spinoff with,
Roy?
yeah.
No,
That's
they
what I
need to.
heard.
His name is Brett, Goldstein or
Yeah, was
Goldstein?
he was going to be
He's
at the
coming.
Okay.
And he's
really wanna
coming,
go
I
to
think,
that.
2 or 3 days
2.
at the Fabulous Fox Theater. I don't know if, hopefully, I know. I don't know if tickets are still available, but try for that. Thank you for your service. My hubby's in there. He's a lieutenant somewhere. County. Where is Jimmy? Yeah, he's with the county. Who are you with? St. Louis City. So we've got one of our St. Louis City officers in here. They are big, proud supporters of our men and women in blue or brown or white if they're a lieutenant. So thank you for that, by the way. That means the world to me. So what would you, somebody just said, oh, Michelle, if they had, she said that you couldn't go to the match if you had a restaurant at the stadium. Like
You're right.
You wouldn't be
No,
able to really
we-
watch.
Well, you're right, but we would probably hire people to work
Yeah.
that.
Because,
Yes, because at that point, if we could do that, I would have seats in the pitch.
yes, the pitch, right? This is the vocabulary you need to use.
Yes.
And so if let's just put this out there, it's a vision board.
Mhm.
So when you are featured at the pitch,
Mhm.
St. Louis City SC's stadium, what would be the sandwiches you would choose? Because that would be hard. You probably only would be able to pick maybe a
Probably
few.
create new ones.
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
And the Monica one would be on there, by the way.
Yes,
it
it
would. It would be the hot kick.
Yeah.
Oh!
Good. That's good. All right. Now I got to make another vision board. I already made 2
I
this
just gotta
year, and it's
chill.
only February.
That's how I operate, by the way. I operate by chills. And so we're talking about 2 women right here, and actually 3 if Tracy was in the picture, of women who believed, women who decided to go for it. And yes, fight through the fear, fight through being scared, fight through people not believing in you, and still doing it.
Right.
And every day waking up saying, oh, this went away. So this just happened. We actually have a sponsor, a pretty big sponsor, that was having to wrap it up. My husband goes to the side of being scared. And I went to the side of saying this, folks, listen to this very powerfully. I said, oh, God's just making room for something bigger. Don't you agree with that?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
And that's what happens. So I don't have, Tracy, are you talking to me?
Oh, you should have seen this dog's reaction to Michelle in the past.
Well, we can't see Michelle because they
think
don't have a
she-
connection
I
out there,
think she's
unfortunately.
dancing.
She is. Michelle is actually out there. I need to get.
not digging her.
Oh, I need to get video of this. If you're just tuning in, can you get video? Oh, here, Jim, come into the picture and say hi for a second, please. Jim, come here, please. Dead air is not a good thing
Did
on
y'all
broadcast.
talk about the
No, we're going to. I
local
was just going to ask you
sodas
what
that
you
we carry?
Come in here, honey.
Hello, girls.
Hello.
He comes here every other Saturday.
Yep.
He comes to the coffee house side, but sometimes I think he might stick around just to grab a sandwich. What's your favorite, honey? The Gabagool is his favorite. Well, he's a Sopranos fan also. Gabagool. You got to say it like that.
I want a Gabagool.
We can't see her dancing out there. Okay, we can't. It won't reach out there. Tell us about this ginger beer.
That is very spicy. Ginger
Oh.
beer is not alcoholic. It is most excellent, hot and spicy. The cool thing is this is a local bottler, Excel sodas.
Okay.
They're natural sugar, and like we carry root beer. What flavors do we carry?
Ginger, root beer, what else?
Or the $1 Million Orange.
$1 Million Orange and red cream.
Yeah.
And but ginger beer is your favorite?
Is
it really ginger taste?
very.
Yeah,
very,
so you
very.
gotta like ginger, or you're not gonna like that. Bring her back in and let's show her dancing. Michelle is in the mascot Sammy costume. We can't see you out there, just right there at the door. We're gonna show this again. So we were walking around. Sister sandwich. I heard.
That's what we heard.
Be nice to the dogs in the neighborhood. Don't freak them out. No, she's okay. We're gonna. If I can, we're gonna show her up there.
Okay.
So we showed you the wall earlier, and I think it's so funny that we chose. We're gonna get that shirt or journal to Joe. He immediately guessed room 222. I don't even know that.
That's the one that stumps everybody. I don't remember.
It's so crazy that that's the one that we chose. But yeah, so Joe, congratulations on that, by the way. Somebody just said hi to Jim. Yes, he's a regular. Okay, we're going to bring this back into the picture. We're going to show the wall again. It's so much fun because they call this again the wall
of
the people who
that raised us.
you. What was your favorite show, by the way, growing up?
Laverne and Shirley.
Laverne and
Well,
Shirley.
it was Happy Days, then Laverne and Shirley.
Go up to the bottling one, up top. Hannah, this one right here.
The blue one.
Yep, the bottling. I love that
Tracy
one.
and I made a list at one time of like, she's the Mary, I'm the Rhoda.
Oh, yeah.
She's the Shirley, I'm the Laverne. It goes on and on and on.
I'm
But
the
Yeah.
Monica, you're the Phoebe.
I'm Monica.
For the people that,
No, I'm Rachel.
that are a little
Oh,
younger.
okay, so that would be, the three of us could be together then because
Yeah,
I'm more
Monica.
Rachel.
okay, yeah, and I'm Phoebe.
And your feet, yes. I can see
Smelly cat, smelly cat.
that. That's who's singing this weekend.
Yeah, with cattywampus. I'll bring my ukulele.
So this is the wall of the people who raised you. Where did you get all these pictures?
Mostly eBay.
On eBay?
Yeah.
You have some really cool. Let's go all the way up and show the lunch boxes that are up top.
Those were donated.
Oh, yeah?
There's a gentleman
From the community?
There's a gentleman. His name is Len, and he used to come in all the time. I haven't seen him in a while. Where are you? And he donated all these lunch boxes.
And not only the interior, but I don't know if it'll work, but if I had her, is the bathroom open, Hannah? I don't know if it's going to work. Let's
Both
see.
bathrooms
I've
are
never-
really fun.
I never would ask somebody to show you the bathroom. Oh, we lost her. Dang it. It's not going to work. All right, forget it. The bathroom, though, you want to tell them what it's what you have
It's
in
just on one of the walls, we've got like remember in Batman and Robin, the animated one, the talk bubbles, and they say boom, bam, things like that.
Yeah. It's cool. You have those all decorated up, and you also have some really fun signs in there while people are waiting.
Oh my gosh, they're all shampoo.
Yeah.
Old ads out of magazines.
Like
There's one with
Hurt?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. And a Clairol one, Agree.
Look at this. This is the toilet paper
Yeah,
holder.
whose grandma didn't have one of those sitting on the back of their toilet?
Hello. Is there?
I really wanted to do the.
Hang on. Okay, they can't hear you.
I really wanted to do the rug and the toilet seat cover and everything, but I figured
little
that
much-
probably wasn't very sanitary.
Yeah,
for a
you can
restaurant.
come in. Come on back and
No,
get your
she
soda.
won't. She won't.
She won't.
Hi, Aunt Jill.
Aunt Jill, come here. Come on. Come play with the poodle. She will not, she says. No.
One fun thing about the bathrooms, before we open this side, the coffee shop has a very nice decorated bathroom as well. And we were featured on
Yes,
a
that's why I brought
Facebook
this-
page
Yes.
called STL Toilets.
You didn't know that was a thing.
And we have been, people have commented on how clean the bathrooms are.
They are
which
very
is
clean.
Very important.
And it is important. That's why this whole place is
Volumes.
It does. And then there's a sign in there that says while you're waiting to like us on Instagram or something, right?
When you're sitting.
Because how many of you, I'm telling you, you do it. I don't have a phone on me right now, but how many of you just sit there and then you're like, can you get out of the bathroom? Someone needs to come in. I'm liking their page.
When we were little, it was like shampoo bottles or whatever we could grab while sitting there.
Singing out of shampoo bottles?
No, reading it.
Oh, reading
It's
it.
like sitting at the kitchen table and reading the
Cereal
cereal
box.
box.
Yep.
Same thing.
But I tell my husband all the time, so how many of you guys do this? And be honest, be real. You're in there forever, and I'm just like, why do you want to sit in the bathroom? Get out of the bathroom. Is it a guy
It's
thing?
one place you can be alone.
Yeah, but stinky in there.
Well, not. Okay.
Well,
Well,
real.
You certainly are.
I'm just like, don't you want to get out at that moment? Instead, that's why I think it's a guy thing. It's a little strange. Julie says, I remember reading shampoo bottles as well.
Well,
it's
good.
in the Julie name, evidently.
Clearly.
Oh, Michelle just said the things I do for the show. I did not tell you to put the mascot costume. I told Tracy did, and she got out of it somehow. All right. So before we do our wrap up here in the next 10 minutes or so, we'll bring Tracy back in. But what are you proudest of on this side? I think I probably asked you that on the coffee side, but what are you proudest of on this side?
My collection of vintage tables and chairs that take people back to, like, this was in my grandma's kitchen.
Somebody wrote me that this morning and
Yeah.
said that they think that somebody's chairs in here are theirs.
They very well could be. And also, Tracy and I went through our memory boxes from like all the way back. So everything in here is kind of from 1967 on up. And I have ticket stubs over there. I have trading cards of the steamers. Some of the steamers.
Oh, that's right. I saw that. It's some of the matches.
Do you remember Redmond Lane?
I do remember Redmond Lane.
Redmond, come to a soccer game, please.
How about Don Ebert?
I don't know Don Ebert.
You don't?
No.
Don is who I had a crush on. I mentioned this on the show yesterday, by the way, because we did a soccer show. The name of the book is called Saves, by the way. Oh, you need to have a book signing here.
Okay.
With the guy. His name is Jim Tegens, and what he's overcome in life. If you haven't seen yesterday's show, he has had 2 heart transplants, a kidney transplant. He survived stage 4 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, 12 bouts of pneumonia. He's had 3 surgeries on his knee. I mean, get kicked, and still has a huge smile on his face. That's the resilience in a person,
That's
right?
amazing.
Yeah, I know. I see her popping back up again. Where's my Sam Cam? Where's Hannah? Oh, Hannah, if you can walk around for me and do me a favor and show some of the steamers things that she's talking about.
They're over
up
on
front,
that wall.
where people order. We're going to bring Hannah back into the mix.
I had the pleasure of working with Redmond years after soccer ended, and that Irish accent.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
who doesn't love an accent? Look, taking us back to the steamers
and those
days.
are old restaurants that, who remembers Noah's Ark?
Oh, the best clam chowder ever.
For sure.
Do you do clam chowder here?
We have not.
Oh, you need to
Maybe
get that
we'll
recipe.
do that next year.
Yes.
Flaming Pit, 94th Aero Squadron.
Oh, that was the best.
What was the name of that smorgasbord?
I have a story about 94th Aero Squadron, by the way.
Oh.
You want to hear it?
Sure.
So there was a press junket in town. Jean-Claude Van Damme came in.
Okay.
And we did the interview with him. There was this kid there that was such a huge martial arts fan. And he was just enamored with getting ready to do the interview with him. And Van Damme was the biggest flirt. My a dear friend Marla was with me at the time, and she's like, he is so flirty with you. I'm like, okay, anyway, I'm like, let's do the interview. Getting the interview done. He's getting ready. All these other people are trying to talk with him. He keeps flirting with me, and I'm like wrapping up, like, we got to go, right? I grab all my stuff, I thought, and then we left a binder of a bunch of work stuff accidentally in there. We leave. Come back in. Everybody had wrapped up their interview, and I was like, I think we left the book. And he's like, his eyes get really big. He's like, hi. And he tried to get me to fly to LA with him on his plane. And I'm like, you're married. He's like, is that a problem? I'm like, yes, it's a problem. Van Damme.
Wow.
Yeah, that was at 94th Aero Squadron, by the way. Okay. And I never went back again because it left a bad taste in my mouth.
I
what is up with you guys? I'm sorry, guys and girls both. Don't do that. Be dedicated to your partner. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about how many years you've been married.
37.
That's dedication. 37, but together how many years?
I have on occasion said Dino's the longest thing I've ever done. Because I bounced around with, doing a little of this and a little of that. So,
but you two have been together how many years? 37 married.
38.
38. So did you date many people before that?
Maybe.
Hey, this is a real show.
Maybe.
Real. Hey, I'm going to be honest, because Jim, if he was sitting here right now, he'd go, oh, dear God, the list is long. I did. I dated a lot of people before I found the one. Hey, it's the thing you do. You're trying things out.
And to his credit, when we met, it was down at Clark's, down by Slough.
Clark's.
It was across the street from Humphreys.
Okay.
And his sister, I had gone away to school for a little while. And when I came back, his sister, who's graduated with me, said, my brother's been waiting for you. I'm like, what? I didn't even really know him. And I went over and talked to him. He asked me what I wanted to drink. I go, what are you having? And so I had that. And then I walked away. And later that evening, we were talking, and he leaned over and he says, "Do you mind if I give you a kiss?" And I'm like, no one's ever asked me that.
They just do it.
And later that night, I called my girlfriend. I said, "I just met my prince."
Wow.
Yeah.
Jim did ask me.
Did he?
He didn't. Yes, because he was so humble and just so shy back then. And he was like, actually, he said, "I'm going to kiss you. I'm going to kiss you now." But that was after a few dates, and I was like, "Please, let's do this."
Dino asked my permission. Oh, and I saw fireworks like the Brady Bunch episode.
Is the Brady Bunch up here?
It isn't. There's a lot of shows that I need to go back. Tracy made me stop buying them.
Golden Girls is up. Oh, you've got WKRP in Cincinnati
for sure.
up there. I love Three's Company. That was
one
Dino's
of my favorite.
Yeah.
Dino loved
John Ritter.
Suzanne.
Yeah, of course.
Hello.
She was beautiful.
See, I would pick Mr. Roper.
No. Why?
Not because I loved his character.
Oh, she's not talking about dating him. I was like, hold on. What?
No.
Yeah, they did. They cast them well. Yeah, just so much fun. So come in here, folks, by the way. Sister Sandwich Shop. Online at sistersandwichshop.com. 5353. Here, we'll bring her back in the mix. 5353, you want the behind the scenes. 5353 Devonshire, right at Devonshire and Macklin. Beautiful day. You're open until what time today? 3, right? So what are your hours? 11
to 3, Wednesday through Sunday.
11 to 3, Wednesday through Sunday. And this Sunday, though, you're going to do 4 to 6.
We're going to be open until after hours, 4 to 6.
So you'll just be open from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m.? Yes. You're going to close for an hour from 3 to 4?
No.
We need a break.
Up a little bit. They'll come and set up and stuff.
All right.
We'll take a 10-minute nap.
So it's a first. They're going to have a new band that they are trying out. So if there's bands out there, by the way, that want to be shown here, just reach out to you.
Yeah, email me.
What's the easiest?
Jules at EspressoYourselfCafe.com or Jules at SistersSandwichShop.com.
Okay, there you go.
Either or.
Jules and Tracy. Let's bring Tracy back in one more time before we wrap things up. If you didn't get a chance to come by today, that's okay. We forgive you. But it was nice to see a group of people getting their sandwiches this afternoon. We're going to bring Tracy back into the mix. We'll wrap things up here. But
do you want to sit on my lap this time? Yes, I do.
Okay, hold on. 2 hours left for you to come and get your sandwiches. All mayhem has taken place. We will wrap up with these two sisters when we return. Envita Health and Wellness, where you can feel your best both inside and out. Envita isn't your typical med spa. They're a multi-specialty medical spa and wellness center serving St. Louis and its surrounding areas. They have ketamine for mental health and pain, IV therapy, medical weight loss, and aesthetics treatments. As board-certified anesthesia providers, Envita can ensure that their advanced treatments are provided safely with minimal to no pain. So let Envita take care of you. Call 314-394-0950 to book an appointment or online envitahealthandwellness.com.
You are truly an incredible human being, and just what you're doing is so inspiring. This was really a cathartic experience for me. So I appreciate you, love you.
It's been an honor to not only just be here on set with you, but just to sit in your presence. You inspire everyone around you, from your motivational speaking to your podcast here, to just being the human that you are.
It's just such a joy to be able to see you at this point in your career. Really following your passion, fulfilling your dreams, and encouraging other people to do the same. I feel that I've been missing out. I believe God places people like you in people's lives for a reason. You have definitely been a God wing for me.
Welcome back. We have had such a fun afternoon. Hopefully you all had a nice morning. We're a little behind the scenes. Hannah Gassman, thank you, by the way, for all you're doing as our field producing. Michelle's behind me. She might pop her head up. She's going to be on a delay, though, because I keep asking her questions, and she answers like 30 seconds later. She is here, though, with us moderating, and we've got our merchandise out here. Really proud of you two ladies for following your dream. 5 years ago, they opened Espresso Yourself Coffee House and Cafe. And then it'll be 3 years in April that they've opened this wonderful Sisters Sandwich Shop. You do some other really cool things as well, though. We brought Tracy back into the mix. Talk about your composting.
Well, we partnered
Jules.
with New Earth Composting, and we are a neighborhood drop-off, so people can come pick up the bucket that they take home, and then out back we have the receptacle that they can drop it off.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We compost all of our scraps and stuff like that.
Right? See, everything they do here is just paying it forward. So I know you've done this in the past, but for people that are just tuning in, if they actually want to have some type of event here, they can rent this space out, right?
They can. If you go on our website, you can, it's under events, isn't it?
Yeah.
Event space.
And then there's another drop down that says private events.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And you can go through that. We go through a company called Disco.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's like our microphones. Disco.
You can pick your date, and then there's different food options that you can choose from.
Okay.
So
you've had a lot of people do that?
We do.
Mostly
a lot of showers.
Bridal showers, and we have 2 in April.
Mm-hmm. We've had a couple of birthday parties.
Going way back when, we had a proposal here.
We did.
It was a
in
darling,
front of the Friends door.
It was a darling couple that Friends was their favorite show,
Mm-hmm.
and one gave the other one a mug that said, "Will you be my forever lobster?"
Oh,
and
yes. You're my lobster.
Yeah, you are my lobster.
So
it was
obviously
really cute.
she said yes?
Yes.
Good girl. I asked Jules earlier what she was proudest of since you opened this side. What would be your answer to that?
Just that we did it.
Mm-hmm.
Really. I mean, I still am kind of amazed by us.
You should be.
That we did it and we're doing it. And yeah.
Tracy, I asked her earlier because a lot of people will go through this and you'll get to a point where you question, you wonder, you don't, I mean, again, you have the ebb and flow of life where it's crazy busy. And then all of a sudden you're like, what are we doing? Do we continue to do this? What keeps you saying, yes, I'm not giving up?
Just because I have had those questions,
Sure.
you know, especially in the fall and winter, or in the winter when it's slower business. And I'm like, oh, what did we do? We were doing so well with espresso. But then I remind myself that I had those thoughts at this exact mark, right around 3 years with espresso. And now look at us, you know, over there, and it's thriving. And these past several nice weather days people have come out in droves. I mean, our business has been amazing the past 3 days. And that tells me that this spring and this summer and things are just really kicking off.
Well, and again, Jules mentioned it earlier that it really can be seasonal. It can be weather dependent. We've been very blessed that we haven't had a hard February.
Absolutely.
So hopefully, you know, Punxsutawney Phil said we're going to get spring earlier. So hopefully that's a good thing for small businesses. But we mentioned this. You all love this show. You love the positivity that we bring you normally every morning. But we can't do this show without you supporting our wonderful small businesses. I'm a huge proponent of don't go to the big box stores, support the small businesses. That's really where the uniqueness is. I mean, come on, where else can you get Celine Dijon, right?
And when our grandchildren come in, like she'll go to the register holding her little grandbaby.
She'll be here on Saturday if you want to meet her.
Oh, there you go. What's her name?
Heather.
Okay.
And my little man Wally, he comes in and he's like, yeah. And it doesn't matter who's here. I mean, of course, I'm not going to not make food for someone just because he's here, but
everybody gets to know your family.
Yes.
And they feel like part of the family, right?
Well, there's some regulars that all I talked about was when Eleni was pregnant. So that was 9 months. They had to hear about that. And now they ask about my grandbaby.
Of course. You mentioned earlier when we were here a couple of weeks ago, I was saying customers, you say guests or family, right? Yes. Part of the family.
Family.
All right. What would you want to wrap everything up with? What's your final words for the people that have never been here before to welcome them in?
Why are you pointing that at me?
I'm going to give it to both of you. All right. You want to go first?
No. We can't wait to meet you.
Yep. And
again and again and again.
Again and again and again. And when they walk away from here, you want their experience to be?
happy and positive, and if they're really hungry, we want them to be full.
Yes.
And
They will be.
Yes, their sandwiches are big. They're not little skimpy things.
No, that's what my anybody who knows me knows that my husband is a big eater, and that's what he loves about this. That will mean that you'll be satisfied, not like but satisfied, right? Ladies, I love you.
We love you.
Oh, what in unison? We love you.
We do that a lot.
Jules, what was your question to me?
Oh, when are you gonna have a talk show?
What do you think this is?
Well, okay, you set me up for that.
I know.
I guess
she wants it to be on TV because we are old school mindset, like the people who raised us.
Yeah.
So I will tell you,
this is the now age.
yes. Well, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to stress. So a lot of people they came up to me at the Working Women Show and said, "I miss you on TV," and I said, "Then cast me on your TV." So if you want me to have the talk show, cast me onto your TV, and you can watch whenever you want to. But it is a good question that you're asking. Have I been in talks for that possibility? Yes. I'm not going to say what network, but sure. I mean, the dream would be that anywhere you want us to be, let's be there for you on your TV. There's talks about me returning to radio. We have been broadcasting on Facebook, on YouTube, on X, Twitter, and on Instagram. We're on all those platforms right now. We have our audio podcast platforms that drop every Thursday. So it's really what we always ask each and every one of you is, where do you want us? Where do you want the message? So many people we met at the Working Women Show that said, I had no idea, but that's what we need more of in life. So that's how I want to wrap it up is we need more joy. We need more happiness. We need more laughter like we've done today.
Lots of laughter.
And we need to be kinder human beings to each other, right?
Absolutely.
Yep. So that's the biggest thing that we always stress at the end of this show is just go out of your way. You know, you never know what someone's going through, but just smile at them, laugh with them, give them a compliment.
Exactly.
You can completely change the course of their day and their life for that matter.
Absolutely.
All right? Love you both.
Love you.
Thanks
you
for
so
having
much.
us.
Thank you.
And to each and every one of you, if you didn't get a chance to come by today, that's okay. Remember them when you're in the Southampton area. Sisters Sandwich Shop, 5353 Devonshire Avenue. Were you going to say something? Nope. Oh, so if they want to, they can place orders online also. So you can place an order online. If you're in a hurry, you can grab that. But I would love for you to come in and see just how beautiful it is. Again, wonderful patio. There's some music that will be here this weekend from 4 to 6. But come in and meet these two beautiful ladies because they have hearts of gold. And again, you will feel like you are part of their family. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in this afternoon. We'll be back with you tomorrow morning. And if you are new to the show, it's Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. on Facebook and YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. We're continuing to grow and grow and grow. Spread the word. Please share, like, and follow, and spread the word of positivity. And as I say, dream big. Follow your passions. Be anything you want to be. But in the end, no matter what, be kind.
Be kind.
God bless you all. Bye-bye.